This is OGDJ Radio. I'm DJ Cody Montana.
And I'm DJ A.
I'm just here to remind you to check out OGDJ Radio each and every Friday, 3 to 5 p.m.
on NoStaticRadio.com.
The six. OGDJ Radio. Blowing up the phone. We're the real voices of the street.
From the barbershop to the beauty salon.
From the after-hours spots to the trap house.
From the neighbors next door.
To the A-Rap store.
Yo, check this out. Your boy DJ Johnny C from the OGDJ. What up? DJ Candy Mac in the building. OGDJ 216 stand up. This is OGDJ Earthquake. This is DJ Michael Pick of the OGDJ. This DJ Dre Hova representing OGDJ. It's your boy Casper C. And when I want to listen to the realest shit, I listen to the one and only OGDJ's Radio. Trust me.
OGDJ Radio each and every Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. on NoStaticRadio.com. OGDJ's Radio, we in the building. What's up, y'all?
What's up? Not much. What's good with you?
We in the building with the legendary Casper C of Johnny O and the Sorcerer Crew. Johnny O and the Psycho Unit. Turn Casper up. Check.
Everybody, you might want to switch.
That one working?
Yeah.
Hit a switch on it. Now talking. Oh, well, try that one. We're going to get it. You know, we having technical difficulty in here.
I ain't never technical, man. We just doing a little switcheroo right quick.
There we go.
Switcheroo. Now we in the game.
Yeah, there
What's going on, y'all? What's
that,
happening?
man? We just happy to have you on the show. What's up? What's been up with you?
I've been waiting for this one, man, because a lot of people might not know, but Goldie, a.k.a. Lope, this is my brother. So, and A is my brother. So, it's like, I've been waiting for this one, but I work. I can't cuss, right?
You can say whatever you want to.
Oh,
It's
okay.
internet radio.
Okay. Well, I work at night, so it sucks. Hey, they didn't heard it all already, especially that one, Lil Cass. But I've been waiting on this one, man, and it's an honor. I worked day shift today, so now I'm here with true radio people that know how to talk about real live radio shit, and it's an honor.
We just try to keep it 100, man.
That's all, man.
That's all.
Y'all keep it 1 million, man. OGDJs for real, man.
Pre-program stuff. We're trying to keep it back to the basics.
Absolutely.
Where the DJ show up and blow up.
That's
Right.
it, man.
Hey,
right.
people don't even know half the time. We don't even know what we talking about till we get in the elevator.
Exactly.
We don't know what the topic gonna be. We throw
Right.
this together as
Exactly.
we go.
just leave
Just because we
easy.
like to do it. But man, I've been the thing. So, Casper, before we get into the topic and stuff, give these people a little history of some of the stuff and some of your accomplishments.
Oh shit!
Because I can go on and on. Because Casper was one of our in-house producers for the Marauders label for years, and and never left that job. It's still there.
Right.
We just haven't been as active, but
Right.
yeah.
We ain't active right now, but we
Getting back to it.
we about to get active with a Marauders reunion and get the album together. You know,
It's in
God
the works.
willing.
We're gonna try. We trying.
I mean,
It's
we
not
can
that
go
hard.
on.
It's just I'm being pulled so many directions right now.
right.
With the radio
Focus
show
on
and the
that.
club DJing
Right,
and
and
everything,
graphics
you
and
know.
promoting. It's just a
A
lot
too,
going on.
man.
Right, you
And
know
me
what
too,
I'm
man. You know, right now I'm just trying to reinvent. The reinvention of Casper. You know what I'm saying? As far as not hopping back on the mic and busting no lyrics and none of that, but musically, because I stopped doing music for a minute because I hated it. I hated the music. I hate everything that it
You make
did,
music
and something that our brother Johnny O, legendary, told me. He said, "Little bruh, you need to start using your musical gift again before God take it away." So, with that being said, I went on ahead and deleted all of my files, and I started back from scratch. So now, Casper C is back, new production, Beat Me Please Track Shop up and running. I got fire. As far as my history here, y'all know the history, man. I started off playing drums, 8 years old. 13 years old, started DJing.
Right.
These streets.
Hell of a DJ.
These streets.
He was him and Johnny. Hey, I tell y'all a secret, man. Him and Johnny O was like my main. Like I want to say, like one of the main motivations that kept me DJing. My first interest was, like I said, listening to club style, listening to Lynn Tolliver and them back in the day.
That was me.
Right.
And we're live on the air, so I used to like listening to Lynn Tolliver, listening to Ralph Poole, Fred the Drummer,
Dean Rufus,
Rufus, right?
But then
Carol
when it came to
Ford.
it was this one DJ, man. And I hope I don't offend nobody, but it was a guy that used to come to my preschool. I went to Lewis Pastor. They tore it down. And it was my dude, Randall Cunningham's dad. He had one hand, and dude had two turntables. And this is the first time I ever saw a real DJ set up real life in the flesh. And I was in elementary. And I just stood there, and I stood by the booth, and I seemed like I've been standing by the booth ever since until I started running the booth. But I used to go see Casper and Johnny at the Reasons Why when I was like 16. I was too young to even be in there, but I had a little bread.
No, it wasn't no little bread.
I had a little bread.
Young ass nigga, 16, coming in there with
money to open up doors for a young.
Yes, it does.
$4,000, $5,000 worth of jewelry on with 10 in his pocket, driving a lat. You're 16.
I used to be like, see that table over there? Take them a case of Dime, man. We about to drink with them. And I hold my bottle up. They like, thank you. But I was young. When you young and got money and you don't know, you have to actually be educated in what to spend money on.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or either it'll burn a hole in your pocket and you just start buying
whatever.
crazy stuff. But that was a time in my life. Anyway, I used to sit there and watch Johnny O and Casper C DJ. These are the first DJ MC combination I seen in an actual club setting in real life. Mm-hmm. And I would just be amazed, man. I would be so amazed. Like, I couldn't believe that he was mixing and scratching the way he was, and I just wanted to take mental pictures of everything, so try to replicate it. Yeah. But all I had at home was some realistic stuff. I ain't had no real stuff. I ain't had no Technique 1200s back then.
Realistics was the shit, though. I started off on that little punk ass.
And the crazy part is I had enough money to buy the stuff, but I didn't think, I don't know why I didn't. Maybe I was running the streets too, and I don't know why I didn't back then, but eventually I did. Eventually I did, but at the time I was watching them, all I wanted to do was like, man, let me see the mic. Man, let me see the. I was the little dude, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really know. I just knew I wanted to do that.
And
so I thank you for that, because you brought that into, y'all brought that into my life.
I want to tell a Casper C story. Okay. I'm going to tell you a Casper C story right now. Y'all used to come on 108 back in the day on Sunday. Y'all used to have a Sunday show.
Had a Sunday show.
Right. Used to come on in the afternoons. I was anything hip-hop on the radio, I'm on it.
Right.
So I'm listening to y'all, and y'all played 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. And when I'm on the mic, the suckers run. Oh, my bad. I'm just so hyped.
You're excited.
That was real hyped.
I remember.
But yeah, I remember when they played that, and that was the first time I ever heard the Beastie Boys. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, that was dope. I think John.
We got any callers?
John.
Callers, if y'all want to call in and be part of the conversation, call 216.
508-939-5087. 216-939-5087.
You know, John was infamous in getting stuff like the radio would play it in June, but John had it in February.
Yeah,
you know that type of stuff. You know, so it was a good era. We came up when hip hop was born, and everybody had their regions. Right. You know, and I'm proud to say that. Me, John, people like Suave, Gotti, Cold Cheese, Willie Slim, a lot of us groups, Centipede, Dave Cheese, you know what I'm saying? We helped form the foundation of Cleveland style hip hop. So it was something that we didn't look at the time because we were young. We were young. We were just having fun. We was having fun. You know, we listening to we trying our hardest to call somebody up in New York to send us cassettes of WBLS.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we can hear what they doing. Right. But then when we started forming our Cleveland style hip hop, they started coming down here and mimicking our style.
Up there.
And taking it up there to get better.
To get themselves a refresher, reinvention.
Right, to reinvent themselves. So it was cool. You know, radio then was no format radio. And it wasn't no such thing as 9 to 11 songs every hour on the hour. It wasn't no thing as rotation.
It wasn't no pre-programming.
It wasn't no pre-programming. You had your radio programmers, but they ain't give a shit.
No.
They like, we gonna play. We want to play.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it wasn't no internet. It wasn't all that. We got a caller on the line.
Caller, you say what? Who are
Caller,
you?
you on the air. What's your name? Where you calling from? Hello? You got him turned. Hello? Who is this?
Hello?
Yeah.
It's fine.
What's up, Fonz? What's happening?
Nah, man, I wanted to comment on it, you know.
The old school?
Yeah, I was listening to the radio. I'm like,
That's
man,
my little cousin,
y'all
man.
doesn't. Huh?
You remember when I had the DJ equipment in the bedroom?
Yeah, I remember the DJ equipment in the bedroom.
Right.
I'm thinking about the more back to school Johnny Sam's out in the process, and y'all
Right.
used to be out there mixing it up.
We used to have big fun, man. It was, hey, what the thing was back then, we didn't know what to do. We just did what felt right. You know what I'm saying? If it was hip hop and it was in the streets, we was part of that.
Yep.
It was like a time when you used to just go meet somebody somewhere just to battle on any level, be it breakdancing, rapping, beatboxing,
Right.
DJing.
Everything.
Right.
You had Friday, we going to battle them dudes, man. So
Right.
get ready. And we took it serious, like you could hear little Sylvester's long. Dun, 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 dun,
Right.
dun.
Right.
You out there about to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We had many a
Yeah, y'all
beatbox
Be
battle.
dead
Back then.
serious,
Beatbox
man.
battles,
Man, look.
DJ battles, beatbox battles, dudes rapping off the cuff. I mean, wasn't no written battle rapping. It was
freestyling. We came up with
freestyling.
that.
You
Man,
know,
the level,
came up with
level of talent that this man possesses, man. Casper C possesses so many. You don't know, a lot, you know, but a lot of people don't know is that he can sing, he can play instruments,
Yep.
he can rap, he can beatbox,
He's
and
DJ.
there was a time when you wouldn't run up on him talking about no breakdancing because he had something for you for that.
right.
Did you ever
Right.
draw on trains? Did you ever do the
Oh
tagging?
yeah, did the tagging. Did the
You did all five
hey, look,
elements?
Hey, look, right. We did the tagging on 10-5 when the bus was stopped. Tag. I used to tag my name Casper C with 2 ghost eyes. We go down in the rapid transit where it's blocked off now.
Right.
We go down off in the tunnel and tag
That was
those.
when it was Terminal Tower.
Right, when it was Terminal Tower. We used to go
Before it
down
was
there.
Tower City.
Because that whole one section
Cowboy
where
used to
go
chase
in
us
at-
out from down there.
Right, right.
Yeah.
That one section is blocked off now. We used to go down there and tag that up and everywhere, man. You know, so the history is there, and I tell you, man, to be truthful, Goldie, well, I can't even call him that. Loke, like I said, he got a pass. Loke, know me, and he knows that I do all of these things, but at the same time, I never looked at it. Even I never looked at it like I was doing something. It was just doing something that
Right,
I naturally
Exactly.
enjoy doing.
Enjoy
it was just
doing.
A lot of
doing.
love and a lot of
You know,
dedication.
Something you had
And
to
I'm
do,
gonna tell you, a
wanted
lot
to
of
do
people
it.
don't know this. I'm gonna tell you what really got me into hip hop, and it wasn't the Sugar Hill Gang. It was me going to New York and hearing Cool DJ Herc. And when I came back, we had just started the 108
The
era.
father of hip hop. Cool Herc.
We just started getting 108 just came to the Cleveland. And the first song that came on was Lips Inc. Funky Town. That was the first song that they played on 108.
Funky Town.
Funky Town. Then we started getting to the club style era. And what really, really made me want to get into DJing was when I heard Bud McFarlane play Grandmaster Flash and the Adventures of Grandmaster Flash and the Wheels of Steel. That song came out. I swore on my mama that was Bud McFarlane in there doing it himself until I found out that it was a record. And that was the first 2 records that I got from Saul downtown at the record store.
Oh, Saul, man.
Right.
He said
Saul,
Saul and
man. Saul and Matt.
You know,
Man,
and
you just stay on my street.
right. So
Matt had that work, man.
Yeah,
the
he did.
records was like
Yeah.
vinyl crack.
Yeah, he had that
He used
work.
to come to the,
He got the
have him at his
he had
house.
the
You know what I'm
bootlegs.
The
saying?
bootlegs and everything.
Like
That's
how
what
you
I'm
get that
saying.
on vinyl, man?
Right.
And then he used to have the acetate. He used to have the acetate. Remember the acetate, the metal records,
Yeah.
the final pressing of it. He had those, man. You know, so the hip hop is in my blood. The music is in my blood. From and from when my brother John introduced me to the real hip hop. When he introduced me to the real hip hop, that's where everything got real. Everything got real right there. Everything changed. He wouldn't let me. I was already DJing on Panasonic belt-driven turntables and a Panasonic receiver where I had 4 speakers, 2 on each side, so I used the balance knob as my crossfader, and a book of matches for the belt drive to push in to slow down the pitch and pull it out to speed it up. So when I ran into John,
He just created
So when I ran into John got the pitch control, everything. You know, I'm a young dude. I ain't know shit. I thought I did, but I didn't. You know, so what was messed up about John was John would not let me touch at all. At all. Hey, look, he'll let me.
I still ain't touched his turntable.
He'll let me carry everything around. All of us, Shock, Mike, all of us couldn't touch. John was the dude. 50 crates of records, heavy ass records in the big ass Peaches crates.
I remember them, the Wood.
Right, the Wood Boys, and then that 1,000-pound coffin that we used to wheel around and stuff. You know, and he taught me really, really, really how to be a DJ. He taught me you got to know how to mix. You got to know how to do this. And a lot of people don't know this, and I'm going to share this as well. John never wanted me to be a rapper. Never. He never wanted me to be a rapper because we had Mike McAdoo, we had Cool Shock. These dudes, impeccable.
Yeah.
I'm talking about lyrically.
Yeah, you couldn't mess with them.
Couldn't mess with them at all, not one bit.
No,
you know, not one bit at all. It was a rap. You couldn't do that.
It's been said that Cleveland was the birthplace of the off the dome freestyle.
The off the dome freestyle, correct? Because we didn't have nothing. We couldn't. To us, going into a studio was literally impossible. Yeah. So we had to learn ourselves, freestyling and all of that, you know. And Mike McAdoo, he's the epitome of freestyling and writing. This dude had treasure chests full of notebooks, and I started implementing my skill by listening to them and going over to Shock's house on 140th and Argus down in the basement and DJing, and he found a way how to record on 8 tracks. Never knew how to do that, but he found a way, and we was literally recording on 8 tracks. So we was.
That was the day. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you, back then it was improvisation going on so heavy.
Oh man, super heavy, man.
Dude, I saw a video the other day on Facebook of a dude with 2 reel-to-reel tape decks mixing and scratching.
You seen that too? And that was at the DMC.
Where
was he from?
He flew himself from, I think, Russia.
It was Lithuania or something like that?
So he flew himself there to the DMC competition just to show off his skills with 2 reel-to-reel tape decks.
Pulling the tape out and scratch. Right.
Oh, man, now that's improvised. Yeah, when I always told dudes, and I think it was you that put this on me. It ain't the equipment; it's the person behind
the equipment.
Because a person can paint with the top of the line paintbrushes ever invented, and then you got a person that can outpaint him with a pencil with a piece of cloth taped to it.
Absolutely.
It's not the equipment; it's the person behind it. Because you master your craft and you utilize the tools that you have available to you.
Yeah.
So when he just said what he did with that matchbook, it's amazing. And it would have been amazinger to see if that's a word.
Oh, right. We won't make it a word today.
I want to see it.
It was crazy. And who actually taught me that, the person that taught me that was DJ Earl the Pearl from the Zulus.
Not Earl the Pearl.
Can I blow? Go ahead.
I heard that name
so all of these things you learn from different people, and like to this very day, me being the triple OG that I am, I learned a lot from Loke. I learned he don't know that, but I learned a lot from Loke, and I know that he might not know it, but he know now. You know what I'm saying? And when you, it's an old saying, the more. And it's a hood saying, the more a nigga know, the more a nigga grow. And when you can be
you knew better, you do better.
Right. So the elements of hip hop within me, how I was taught and how I was raised up on it, and the integrity and the skill set was us waking up at 9 o'clock in the morning, eating peanut butter jelly sandwiches and going straight to the basement and not coming back up till 11, 12 at night to grab a bite to eat and go back downstairs and learn it. So with those skill sets that John taught me and being a member of the Sorcerer Crew, it really enhanced it. And then 108 just skyrocketed our thing. Now you talking about a man who was still growing himself, and he took care of us. Like he was like, Johnny. Who else could go on a tour? Who else could go on a 40-city tour in a van when everybody else is in tour buses? I'm talking about we in a van on a 40-city tour with Roxanne Shante, LL Cool J, M2 Boogie Boys, Ready for the World, Rappin' Duke, all of these cats on tour buses. We in a damn van that he had. We eating big ass burgers like this and splitting them and eating them, but they gave us our room fare. But karma is a mug, because the same person that put us on that tour, when we got to Toledo and did that show, they left with the tour buses and the money, and all them superstars that y'all know about now were stranded.
Whoa!
Guess where we was at? In that van, on our way back to Cleveland from Toledo. Yep. So
hope y'all make it.
Right.
We out.
So John, I credit my brother, and it's only a few people that I kill for, die for, you know.
Right.
Absolutely, and he's one of them. And y'all, the others, without question. But he taught me about hip hop, and going back to what I said, he never did want me to rap. So as the group started disbanding to do other endeavors, I'll never forget, we were coming from the Reason Why, and he was like, Mike gone. I'm like, word? He's like, word, we going down Fair Hill. He's like, what you gonna give up on me too, bro? I said, hell no, let's do it. What's up? Right. I said, fuck it, we gonna change the name.
Exactly.
We riding. That was when the Cleveland Psychiatric Institute was on Fair Hill. Yeah. He was riding, and I thought he was bullshit. He like, let's call ourselves the Psycho Unit. I said, that's what's up. I went home that night, and I wrote a song called Why You Want to Be a Psycho. And it was spelled Y-U, the letters Y, the letter U, number 1, number 2, letter B, letter A, Psycho. Why You Want to Be a Psycho. And I did that, and I used a Humpty track, and put a sinister organ behind it, and that's how we started the Psycho.
It was like, to me, coming up around it, it was like when they changed the name, that's the first time I ever even heard that story.
Yeah.
And me and Casper used to be together all day, every day. So I had plenty of opportunities to ask them, but it was like, I just thought they was reinventing themselves. Like back then, I never understood the concept of reinventing yourself, but to hear what they was doing, it was always phenomenal. See, and another thing about Johnny, man, Johnny O, the great Johnny O. Johnny has a way, especially, I don't know how he deal with other people. I'm going to say when he deal with me.
There you go.
When he deal with me, it's like he always say what I need to hear instead of what I'm hoping he going to say.
Right.
Like I give him something, like I give him a song, or let him see a mix or hear me scratch. And I'll be like, I can't wait to show this to him. I'm all excited and pumped. And he'll just be like, that's nice, but you need to work on this. And I'll be like, what?
Right.
I just told this stuff right here, man.
Right. And you is thinking you about to blow his mind. And what's so crazy about that you say that, bruh, is he actually meant that, because John is the only person that I know besides myself, and he taught me how to do this, to literally critique a song or a track or anything. You're not just listening to the lyric. You're not just listening to the scratching. You're listening to the technicality of the whole thing from the beginning to the end. Right. And trust me, John told me many times in the studio, you gotta do that shit over again. That's whack. That beat whack. Right. That this is whack. But I didn't look at it like that. I looked at it like, okay, well.
But the point to it being is it taught me something.
It taught you something.
It taught me how to be real. Like,
Absolutely.
I don't want, like, I asked 20 people what they think of this song. And they all be like, oh, it's banging. It's hot. It's going to be the next hit. And then I'll let Johnny hear it, and he'll give me the honest. And that little one critique would have me going back to the lab, rethinking what I did. Because I've always been a firm believer that you can't tell me how to have $1 million unless you got or had $1 million.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can't tell me what's hot and what's not unless you ever been where I'm trying to go.
Absolutely.
And this is a man who has, like, he wore so many hats through me coming up. Like, I didn't know whether he was a DJ, a mogul. Like, he is like the Cleveland version of a hip-hop mogul.
Absolutely.
Like, from back, he is like I always said, Casper is like the Dr. Dre of Cleveland.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That.
When I hear Casper's tracks, if you listen to any of my old songs on SoundCloud, DJ Goldie Montana on SoundCloud, and you hear any of my songs that Casper produced,
my son heard a lot of your stuff.
Man, Casper,
heard a lot of your uncle's
his
stuff.
songs. I rap over music. I won't rap over a song that won't bump by itself.
Right.
If the track won't bump by itself, where I can sit back and just be rolling to just the track, I don't feel it. It's like I ain't just gonna go. I can do a rap on anything for real, but it's something about his tracks that spoke to me. Like, he came over my house and took in my studio and used my equipment to make something that I thought would have been impossible any other time.
Right.
And that's when I knew. I said, I got to keep working. And that's what iron sharpens iron, like the Bible. These people who laid the foundation were people like me and you. Like, without y'all, I wouldn't be sitting here.
Yeah.
And I firmly believe that. I mean, literally, not just figuratively, not just speaking. I'm saying literally, if it wasn't for y'all, I would not be sitting here right now.
That's
I
me
appreciate
too.
it.
That's me too. Because Johnny O, and this coming from Johnny O, he actually came to me and was like, "I like what you doing." You know what I'm saying? I appreciate what you doing on the radio. How you get down. I'm like,
because that was epic. That's
you know what I'm saying?
That was epic. Look, let's keep it real. When it was down there at that radio station
At CSB,
Cleveland that
State.
was one of the realest radio programs, college radio programs in history, and they messed up when they stopped it because it went. No. Let me explain.
We was a little rowdy back then.
We were rowdy. We were. Oh, no.
Our views wasn't necessarily reflective of the administration and staff at Cleveland State.
Absolutely. Right. The speed talking. But that rawness and that realness had a wide mass of listeners.
Right.
And we literally were in there. I mean, you guys set the platform on that. And that was never done on college radio in Cleveland, ever. Ever. And we listened to college radio. Right. So when that show appeared, that's why he said that.
It used to seem like I was battling the whole city. Like, everybody just wanted to come in and tear my head up.
Right.
I'm like, man, I don't want to do it. And I'd be so plaid.
But it was A's fault.
I used to be so geek. Look, I used to be so gone. I used to, like, I listen to the tape sometimes. Every time I get a chance, I got a cassette player. I pop the tape in, or I listen to. You got all the CDs. I got just mostly the tapes of the old shows.
Tapes too.
And I listen to some of the old shows, and I never could ever repeat a verse. Like, if I did it in this show, that was the only time you was gonna ever, because I was freestyling.
Right.
And some of the stuff I was saying was like the grab bag. Remember Suave used to have the grab bag at the spit box and just pull stuff out the bag.
About that. Put that in your rhyme.
Right, whatever you pull out, headphones.
Shout out to him. Shout out to him.
Suave Gotti for real. I want to have a show where I can get all y'all on here together, where I can get maybe Johnny O, you, Suave Gotti, Coach Cheese, maybe get Ellery in here because he was back then.
Oh yeah, definitely Ellery. Oh man, yeah.
Get and even get L Dog.
Yep.
You know, some of the these was the guys who, and we had dudes like DJ Sax. We had these was dudes back then who set the pace. Like he said, every region had its own little celebrities. So when we went, our tours consisted of, at that age, going from one festival to the next. Yep. Silver B.
Oh, man.
Next thing you know, we going from Glenville Festival,
I got to tell y'all something about
Festival,
that, too.
East Cleveland Festival. But that was our tour, Wood Hill Festival. And by the end of the summer, we rapped all over the city. And that's how you actually became famous in Cleveland, by doing those festivals.
And then everybody getting on and everybody being seen. That let the whole country see it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now you brought Silver B's name up, and a lot of people don't know this, but you already laid it out the bag that I knew how to sing. Silver B, our group, it was me, Larry Nichols, Rick Turner, and a guy named Rocky. God bless his soul. He came and he heard us at Palmerdale when he was working there.
The group home, Palmerdale.
Yeah. He made a group. We were his first group. And the name of the group was called Silver Love.
Silver Love.
I was 13. Shut up, CJ. Lil Cass, he tripping. Silver Love. And all we sung was the Dales, Dramatics, and Stylistics. And we had perfect harmony. So shout out to Silver B. He was a model in my life coming up and showing me the right thing. I was never in Palmerdale. Hell, 105 was enough. That was my own prison, 105. You know, but going back to what you said about the rawness and everything. I know we talking about, you know, me, whatever, blah blah blah, but we talking about hip hop.
Yeah.
Right.
When I first heard Loke, you know how people say you get that chill down the left side of your spine, and the left side of your body, you get that chill or goosebumps. When I first heard him rap, and I'm gonna say rap because this is when real rap was happening. I caught that chill, and I'm like, I ain't never heard nobody spit like this a day in my life. And I'm looking at the camera, and I'm letting y'all know, this dude right here, this dude right here, this dude right here,
I'm going to play a song.
Y'all ain't fucking with him, for real, because he would sit y'all down and embarrass y'all. I'm going to tell you something. He would take, I would make a track. We in the studio. We at his house. I'll come over about 8 o'clock. We blowing. We drinking, we chilling, whatnot. I'll make a track, and I can guarantee you $1,000 to a bag of rocks. He'll have a song ready in 10 minutes, and he'll write it, and he'll be over there like this. And then he'll scratch it out, and then he'll start writing again. And I'm saying to myself, I'm like, what the fuck is you doing? I know that shit dope, because he over there like, then he making the face like, he's making that face. So when he make that face, I'm like, he just scratched it out. But then he be like, I'm ready. And he'll hop on that thing. The thing that I love about the way he spit lyrically, he don't rap. He don't rap and he don't rhyme.
I used to try to have content. Like I used to want to talk about something.
He talks to you. Mm-hmm. You know, sharper than broke shark tooth tips. Shit like that. You don't remember that part of that verse, do you? Down the way to truckers. We got crack, weed, sheep, and monster trucks. Ask your bitch how monster fuck. Now, but he not saying it in a rap form. He's talking to you.
Right.
Dude, they don't even know. Hey, this is real. It's monster trucks around the corner from my house.
Monster trucks, right? You remember the monster trucks on the corner?
They still there. It's robots and dogs.
Robots and dogs and shit.
Truckosaurus.
Right, he got Truckosaurus. So what I'm getting at is, true hip hop and true lyrics can only come from somebody who really got love and feel it in the spirit. When you feel it in your spirit, it's a rap. And Loke is one of those that puts it down from day one. All the way.
I think you just trying to jab me up to do
no.
album.
Well, I ain't got to jab you up to do another album because we gonna do another album.
Hey, listen, we about to take a break. Before we go into some commercials, I'm gonna play this song. This was called "Talking About," and on this song, Casper was singing, and like, this is one of the first times I heard him sing. This might not have been the first time, but it was like, when he started singing it in the studio and I was sitting there listening, I was vibing to the beat thinking of a hook. And then I thought of the hook, I tried to sing it. And it didn't quite work the way when once I heard him sing it, I said, that's the one. I said, I need you to go in the booth right now. We're about to record that. I'm about to start writing while he was in there recording.
And that was a dope ass
I was
song.
in the cut writing, and I'm a player for y'all. We recorded
Hey,
this.
look, man, you need to play that one and you need to play Down the Way.
Play Down the Way.
That was the one, too.
Am I pimping?
Am I pimping?
You got me ready?
You love it.
Hold on. Back.
We are back.
Hey, that new Fetty Wap was hot to death.
Yeah, Fetty doing his thing right now, man.
Hey, did you hear Rick Ross on that song? Free Rick Ross.
I knew he was
You
going to
know
say that.
Why is Rick Ross doing this, man?
Why Rick Ross trying to be gangster?
He kidnapping people.
Man, let me
We
tell
know
you
we saw
what
the
they talking
pictures
about.
of him.
Let me tell you what they talking about. They say he
uniform.
got arrested for pistol whipping and kidnapping the gardener.
Right.
What did the gardener do?
Well, it is alleged
He ain't cut his rose bush right.
or he caught him eating the rose bush. Not in that order. So it was alleged that Rick Ross came home to his mansion in Atlanta that he bought from Holyfield and caught the gardener inside one of his private rooms where he has his jewelry and his watch collection. And that couple of the watches
man.
came up stinking. You know what I'm saying? So he called him and he, bust him down and had him against his will.
That's the kidnapping.
He been in there stealing.
He been in there stealing. So you're stealing. You either take a beating or a killing.
But I'm like this. If you a boss, you ain't supposed to participate. You're supposed to get your hands dirty like that.
Right.
You don't touch it.
You know those saying, thugs wild out and remain violent and gangsters remain silent. Scarface.
Who is this little lady on our YouTube show right now? Who
That
is this?
right there, that beautiful little girl, that is your niece, Moochie. That is my daughter.
Hey.
That is my daughter, and that is Desea Sienna Francis. And over there is Lil Casper. That's Lil Cas. That's what he calls himself. Lil Cas 1017.
He out the shot. He over there.
Yeah, he too laid back. But it's messed up how rappers are doing.
But it's gonna cost him a whole bunch of money though.
Right.
He supposed to do the BET Awards. He's
That's
gonna
right.
lose $130,000. They saying he's losing an estimated $130,000
Right.
for not being at the club and not being at the appearances and not performing. He also spent $100,000 on renting a mansion and renting a plane to go there, and that's non-refundable.
Non-refundable. He done lost that money. So basically, he done lost damn near a little over.
And he ain't got no bond. They denied him bond. He got to stay in jail until the 1st of July when
That's
he go to
messed
court.
up.
So, I mean, sometimes I guess maybe the fame get to your head and you probably think you're above the law, where the answer is you're not.
Okay, so let me
get
ask you
that,
this: if that was you, and you caught your gardener in that room, go.
Excuse me. What is that you got in your pocket, play at?
What you doing in here?
Senor, I was just waxing down everything in here.
Don't worry about it. I done already hit the button. They on their way. You know what I'm saying? The dudes is on. Grab him. And I'm going to be back, man. Whatever, get my watches.
Right. Get my
At the
watch.
end of the day, all I want is my watch.
That's it.
I love the way you did my yard, but
Yeah.
unfortunately.
No, I wouldn't be mad. Look, after I got my watches back, he go back to work. I wouldn't be mad. Look, you got
Right.
roughed up. I ain't going to fire you. I know you got kids to take
Right.
care. Go on back on out there and get to work. Don't steal
So
no
you gonna
more.
have this cat
If I
just
catch you
sweeping the yard with a black eye?
with a black guy.
Swollen lip.
I'm going to have more polish than that. I'm going to kick his ass to the body. You ain't gonna,
Right.
He might have some black ribs.
Right. That's
Some bruised ribs. I'm not about to do him like
Hey,
that.
look.
Where he be all on TMZ with an eye like the do.
right. hey, have Smokey and Cube looking at him like, damn.
What about Diddy? Diddy didn't beat up the coach.
Oh, man. Diddy, man.
Don't
He,
wait at people.
Man, they saying Diddy's son ain't really no sports inclined type of dude anyway.
here's the deal with that. He was on his way out anyway. They was trying to push old boy. He's not a sports guy. He really ain't play. He really didn't play while he was on
They
the
said
team.
Diddy paid his whole way through college, so he wasn't on a scholarship or nothing.
Right. He wasn't on no scholarship. They What was you about to say, Bleed?
I heard that he had got recruited to UCLA. Like, do you remember maybe?
I
I
would
guess
have recruited
back,
him too if his dad was Diddy. You know how much money you gonna donate?
Back when Ohio State was playing for the title, back in January, they had a little. Actually, matter of fact, maybe a month after that, they had a show about Snoop's son that came on ESPN.
Right.
Because Snoop's son go to the same school, and they was talking about how he had got recruited, and they said that he had signed a letter of intent. So I figured he had to be something in high school to go there, but
see,
maybe he might be having a falling out, like you saying.
Right. He had to see. Diddy's son wasn't sports inclined. He wanted to be there just because Snoop's sons was there. Now Snoop's son come from an elite high school in Vegas where they was like 1,000-0.
Snoop is the coach.
They were like 1,000-0.
He probably bred his son into that.
And he bred his son into it because he's a coach out there for the team. So Diddy done messed up. What he about to lose? What? All of this stuff. First of all, Bad Boy is a rap. He not. You know, MJ. If MGK leave, it's a rap.
That's it.
Bad Boy too.
So he got multiple endeavors, but by him doing this, those multiple endeavors, aka those billionaire investors,
they saying that the coaches that ain't even trying to press charges. He must have said,
who the coach is?
Don't press charges. We're gonna have a check.
Who the coach?
The check coming.
Do you remember a couple years ago? It was a coach on the Jets on the sideline. He tripped a player during the game.
Yes, he did. That same coach.
It's the same guy.
It's the same coach that tripped the player. Right
Man,
now,
that's why he came at him with the weight.
but here's the deal, though. If he's not pressing any charges, why is he saying he attacked me first, and we have the video to prove it? Because if he attacked you first, then why did he attack you? You said Diddy saying that he attacked him first.
Maybe he got over on Diddy. No matter if Diddy attacked him or not.
Maybe Diddy stomped him out and he grabbed the
cannot
kettlebell.
do stuff like Diddy. Stop doing that stuff.
So he did.
As a mogul, you should never raise your voice. You should always remain calm. I just whispered to my dude next door, holler at these people, and then all of a sudden you'll see this dude just, and he'll holler for me because I pay dudes to holler for me.
I pay dudes
I
to
don't
holler
raise
for
my
me.
voice no more. I got billions.
Right.
Listen, they saying if he get charged and he becomes a convicted felon, his whole deal with Ciroc is pretty much a wrap.
It's a wrap.
He went half with in Diego Ciroc vodka. So if he catch a felony, the law prohibits you to own any type of liquor, anything, if you're a convicted felon. So he would have to be forced to sell his shares to probably his son.
Just to keep it in the family.
It's a technicality,
right,
but
you know what I'm saying?
he'd be in jeopardy of losing that. And it's just so much to lose.
Yeah.
Besides your temper. Like, nothing could get me that far out. Like, right now, I'm in such a place where for me to lose my temper and put my hands on you, you have to literally put your hands on me first or just do something extreme, like spit on me or something. I don't know what's.
It has to be real.
It would have to be extreme
that's
because
the ultimate form of disrespect.
we grown now. People
stomp
sue
your
you.
ass out.
They would try to get every penny you got just because they
I feel you, though, man. It's the ultimate disrespect. Let me bring, since you brought up spitting, how did you feel about the bus driver incident? A lot of people said he could have kept his cool, but being spit on.
The uppercut.
Getting spat on, but
Look, my aunt is 60 years old. This woman's never had to lay hands in her life. She did nothing but go to school and be a nurse and just provide. One of the nicest women I ever met. She said she would have punched chick in her mouth.
But see, the thing is, I believe, and I don't condone violence against women or anybody else. But the thing is, I believe that there's certain things that anyone can do that will make you put your hands on them. I mean, there's certain things you can do, like you can do something. I will beat you up about my kids before I beat you up about me.
I'm so glad he said that because I could have swore that he was about to go in another direction. I'm just so glad right now that my brother said that.
I got a pimp slap, but I keep it in the holster. I don't up it unless I'm gonna use it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you said what? Swear you said that.
Right.
That's how you feel?
And for the cameras, I've seen him do it. Yeah, that slap is notorious.
I've turned a new leaf. I've passed that part of my life, and I choose to be non-violent. but if
times
you
would.
was to spit
Even
on
A
me,
looking at him like, really?
it wouldn't be me. If somebody spit on me, it wouldn't be so much me that wanted to. It would be my pimp slap. It would be out of control. I wouldn't be able to control it. I would be trying to harness the power and hold it back, but it would go into machine gun mode. Right. On some E Honda
Right.
types. Are you and it'd be so fast, like you'd be like, "Damn, I just got slapped 43 times."
Right. And
1,000-hand slap.
right.
1,000-hand slap.
But see, it all goes back to
See, it's one thing when you get
Respect.
slapped the first time. Like you could slap somebody,
right.
and they, oh my God, you slapped me. But if you start machine gun slapping them, they in shock before they folding back. They in a flurry
Right.
because they can't believe they done got slapped so many times so fast. And when it's over, they be like, "What just happened?"
And each slap is the same strip. It ain't no light off.
Unless they see it on World Star, they don't know what just happened.
Right. They don't know what happened. And it's here's my thing. First of all, you ain't never supposed to spit on nobody. That's the ultimate
Nobody.
disrespect. If you spit on me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stomp you out. It's a wrap. Cancel
Right.
Christmas. You're gonna be mad at yourself. And I already know my temper. So his is like multiplied times 10 to the 8th power. I've seen it. I know what it is. So anybody in that situation, getting to what you said, if you grown enough to walk up to a public official on a bus that's taking you somewhere and disrespect him or her, and keep on rah and whooping and being ratchet and all that, and you spit on me, I'm going to put it in the park, and I'm going to give you that uppercut. I'm going to give you what you want. Trust me. I don't care if you're good. Fire me then.
And he did.
Because I'm going to fire me. Go ahead, fire me. Because then I'm going to go ahead and say, I'm about to sue y'all too, because y'all not doing nothing to protect us as bus drivers. You know, there are places where bus drivers are protected, just like the marshals when Bin Laden messed up everything. And they got the marshals on the plane. They should have them RTA cops that's sitting around eating donuts and just riding around doing nothing. They should put a plainclothes officer on each bus line. Yeah. So when things like that happen, you automatically arrested and you are prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
See, spitting on somebody is a universal violation.
Absolutely.
You got people that'll watch that tape and be like, you know, the first thing we're going to ask after seeing the bus driver beat up a girl is, what'd she do? And, oh, she spit on him. And then everybody, the whole tone, just like, oh, why'd she do that?
Right. Right.
It ain't, oh my God, don't hit a girl. It's, damn, why'd she do that?
Right, then it's all,
And I am totally against hitting women. I can't.
The younger generation now, they not being raped. Not the younger generation worldwide, but the younger generation of streeting. You know what I'm saying?
They don't have the
people
same
in the hood. They don't have a code.
They ain't got no code
It's
because
just
their
Look,
parents
I'm gonna give you
don't
an
have a
example.
code.
Like right now,
that's
Bobby
true.
Shmurda. Y'all know what's going on with Shmurda,
Yeah.
right? He in Rikers,
Right.
and he in there for drugs, guns, and attempted murder. Well, he just caught a case while he in there for getting a shank, getting caught
Right.
with a shank.
Getting caught with a shank.
They don't even, like, when we was coming up, it was about your hands. Like, you would actually know, like, Thursday at 4 o'clock, be at the park because we working.
Right. It's
And,
going down.
and if you ain't show up, you was a hoe.
Right.
That's
And
it.
if you ain't show up, everywhere you go, you couldn't get no girlfriend.
Right.
He was a sucker.
You was a sucker.
And
They
I
be
ain't
like,
gonna
go
beat you
sit
there.
over
I'm gonna
in the
beat you
corner.
there.
I'm there since yesterday pacing
Right.
with no shirt on and some gloves because I ain't want to mess my hands up.
Right.
I got to DJ with these when I grow up.
Right. But now But now you got a culture. You got a culture, and it's sad to say, it's subliminalized by music, videos. But what they don't understand is these people that's making these videos, and you seeing all this flossing and stuff. That's rented stuff. They going home to their families, their wife, their kids, their pants pulled up. They doing all these things, and then you got these young kids out here that have no guidance, no direction, because their mama want to go to the club and turn up like them. I said something that is profound, and a lot of people loved it when I said it. I said, go ahead and keep on turning up. Your turn up is beginning to be a turn off, and you will be turned down for everything. So, you have to look at everything at a different. Every road got its channel. So, whoever listening, young or old, man, you know, step your game up and learn from OGs and triple OGs and these women that know better and do better and stop trying to be so. You could be hood, but you ain't got to be stupid.
Man, I'm glad you just said that. Look, we had a thread going on Facebook the other day talking about name some old school Cleveland rappers.
Right.
And when I threw the one name in the hat, when you said female, everybody was coming back at me like, oh man, we forget. What happened to Miss Finn, man?
Let me tell you what happened to Miss Finn, one of the coldest female rappers in Cleveland.
Yeah. I remember she battled just before you go into that. We battled one time, and she dark skinned and she's sexy as hell.
Yes, she is.
And when I tried to battle her and I couldn't say no bullshit, like I couldn't be like, you ugly bitch. I couldn't do her like that because for one I had a lightweight thing where I'm like, oh, she is so young and sexy. But she
1201, darker than midnight.
She gave me the business to the point I had to get at her. Like I couldn't, you ain't just about to walk out and just spit boxing. Let me take this with you first. But we became real tight though. That was my girl, and I always wonder how I haven't
Miss
seen it.
Finn, 10-5 baby, 10-5 baby. 10-5 stand up to the day I die. Miss Finn lives in Georgia now.
Really?
Miss Finn moved to Atlanta, Georgia. You remember when Bam had the shoe shine right there? She moved, I want to say 07.
Oh, okay.
06, 07. She was working for McCarran Airport down there. And after that, I don't know what.
If y'all want to get in the conversation, call in at 216-939-5087, and we'll get you on.
You know
the
who
air.
we got to get here though? Know who you got to get here? Another one that's I call him the true pimp of hip hop.
Oh, next week we're gonna have a Soldier Boy here from Monk Thug.
Soldier Boy.
Shout out to Soldier Boy. Yeah, for sure.
Yesterday, locked him in.
We got to get Prophecy here.
I talked to him a couple weeks ago. He said he was coming. I never heard back from him.
Prophecy on the west side now.
I know.
Yeah, he on the west side
I just
now.
talked to him. He was telling me all this, I said, well, if you still gonna make some music, come on down, bring your new stuff, and I'll play some of your old stuff, and we'll make it a day out of it.
Because I tell you, that one that y'all did, that you and him did, what was that?
Like two of them. Boppers, and if I do you a favor.
Yeah, do me a favor.
And Boppers.
Yeah, Bopper. That's crazy. I made both of them tracks too. This is crazy. But Prophecy is another one. Cleveland OG gangster. Actually, Prophecy was the last member of Johnny O and the Sorcerer Crew before we disbanded because we did 12 in the Waist, Crush in the Face, and Fever in the Funk House. And we was about to do an album, and we ended up not doing that album. So shout out to Prophecy. He's still out here doing his thing.
Yeah, man. We would do so many changes during them days because it was like every time we would be on the verge of like breaking through the ceiling or coming into the game hard and strong like we wanted, something would happen.
Yeah. It was.
And it was like, it was kind of disheartening, but to see
studio got robbed. There's all the tracks.
Right.
Right. You know.
Some kind of
where Prof at? He in Arizona in the pink tents.
In the pink.
What happened? You don't want to know.
You really don't want to know.
No. So I mean, this right here was good, and I'm glad I worked first shift today. Because, like I said, I've been waiting for this. I mean, when it started, when the OGDJ radio started, I think I was probably, if not the first, the second person to get asked. But he was like, Cass, what's up, bro? I mean, when you come, I'm at work, 3 to 11, you know. So, but today, I was like, man, I'm about to go get your nephew or your niece. We on our way. So this was good, and the topics were good. And I just want to say this.
You welcome anytime, man. You already know.
For sure. But I want to say this, and I want to say this to the people out there looking on YouTube, broadcasting live from Cleveland, Ohio right now. You are looking at Cleveland legends right now. You're looking at Cleveland legends. Let's be clear on that. You're looking at Cleveland triple OGs. You are looking at people who have made marks in Cleveland hip-hop history. in Cleveland street history, Cleveland hood history, from the clubs to the motorcycle clubs to the streets to everywhere from selling that D to gang banging, and we ended up surviving through all of that. And these two men right here, Goldie and DJ A, I'm just not meeting my man in the back, but you all right with me, bruh? You all right with me?
Rob.
Yeah, what's up, Rob? I just want to say this. Don't be afraid of where you are, and don't be a follower. If you living in a city, wherever city you living in right now, don't follow a trend. Be a trendsetter. We came up with our own style of hip hop, and for real, New York came and grabbed it.
Yeah.
And they ran with it. Marley Marl, you can still get it. For real. Because Marley Marl played me and my brother John to the left with some big money in a record deal. Y'all didn't know about that.
No.
So, and it happened here. Psycho Unit won the contest, beat out everybody, took the money. But what I want to say is, be yourself and listen to these brothers right here. I know them personally for years. These are my brothers from another. And the only one that's missing is our brother Johnny O. And when he come, he gonna really spit it to you raw, uncut, no chaser. That is my idol, my mentor, my brother, father, uncle rolled into one. But you need to listen to this show. Listen to OGDJ's radio, and you will realize a lot of topics and hear a lot of things that you might not have known about Cleveland. Cleveland is one of the greatest cities in the country. And I honor my city, and I love my city, and I love these guys. And we was the mistake on the lake. Now we the great on the lake, because so many things are radically happening. You get a chance to come to Cleveland, come to our clubs, visit our people, see how we do it here. And you won't hear real people talk. Goldie.
Man, we just want to thank you for coming out.
I want to thank y'all, man. Don't thank me.
On our way out of here, though, I want to play this song, man.
Here we go. What you about to do?
This song right here, we sat in the studio one day, and when I heard the sample and I heard what it was about to come into, I said, man, we should just make a song about these ugly girls.
Oh, my God. Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
And it just, I'm telling you, when I tell you we made these songs because certain events and things took place in the line,
right?
It just so happened he was at the house when the track was being made, and we put it on.
And we put it on because we all knew about an ugly girl that we messed with.
Casper said, I want to rap on that. And I was just like in shock because he never really used to say stuff like that. He'd just be like, that's hot. But he never, like, whenever he said he wanted to get on something, he had a plan and an idea, so we watched. So me, him, and my brother Meal Ticket, we made a song about ugly girls. Because everybody know ugly girl. I mean, everybody got a girl in they Rolodex of women that they've been with that's just not quite attractive.
Right, that you only meet late at night.
Like, don't tell nobody about this.
Please don't. Because from the neck up, you need to check out.
We ain't going to go together. Just meet me there. You know, and she knew she was ugly. I mean, she knew she wasn't very attractive because I don't think nobody's ugly. We're all God's creatures, but she knew she wasn't very attractive. She knew that.
Really?
This was her shot.
Don't sugarcoat.
Right. Thanks, Rob.
Don't sugarcoat.
Thank you, Rob.
She knew that this was her shot at sleeping with a boss or being with a boss or whatever, and she was willing to, be cordial. And I'm not saying she wasn't. She was beautiful on the outside, on the inside. But some people ain't blessed in the ways others is blessed, and they work with what they have to achieve what they achieve.
Right.
And so with that being said, this song is called Ugly by Casper, DJ Goldie Montana, and Meal Ticket. Let's get into it. You got me queued up. You ready?
Right, he learned on the real.
He learned on the needles first.
If you're into any type of craft, you should always go back and visit the old methods, so you can see how you got to where you are.
Right. Yeah, because
your history.
Because truth be told, I want to give me some more 12s. Shout out to DJ Maestro who got them 1210s. He was the first dude in the United States to come back from Germany when he was stationed over there. He's like, yeah, I see y'all rocking the 1200s over there. I said, yeah. He said, I got the 1210s. I'm like, man, get the hell out of here with that, man. Ain't no such thing as 1210. Why he come back from Germany with some black Technique 1210s? I said, what's the difference? He said, they're just black. He still got them in the case, in his DJ case, and don't touch them. I need them 1210s. I want to get some 12. I want to get some more 12s. Man.
I always wanted to go 1200s, man. And it's like so hard and they so expensive, man. They want down there $2,500, I think, a piece.
Yeah, $2,500 a piece.
The gold ones. They 1210s. They just got gold accents.
Yeah,
they black, but they got gold everywhere.
Got the gold accents.
So you got to get the gold covers for them to make them all the way gold, like the DMC battle.
Mm-hmm.
Man, them was something to want. You know what I mean? Back in the day, it was like we wanted those gold 12s, and we used to be in our room just doing whatever it took to get our battle hand up. And I'm just glad that I was a part of something bigger than me in this lifetime that blossomed and grew into what it grew into today. And like I tell people all the time about the DJ, man, the DJ is the most powerful person in the whole music industry. The DJ is the engine that runs the music industry. Like, the music is the gas, the DJ is the engine, and everybody else is just passengers.
That's right.
You got to think about this. Every song you ever heard, directly or indirectly, was played for you by a DJ. Now, let's say somebody played it for you, but they heard it from the DJ. You know, DJs tell the world what to listen to. You would never know what new music was out of it unless some form of DJ played it for you.
Yeah,
and that's why I tell these dudes all the time, don't sell yourself short, man. Stop cutting yourself short, man. The clubs need you more than you need the clubs. Yeah. The bars need you more than you need the bars. Because without a DJ, it ain't no party. You can have all the fake little automated program, laptop, jukebox running. It's not going to ever be the same as a live DJ.
As a live DJ.
I'm in Josephine's on Friday nights, and we turn up. I'm talking about last week, I was soaking wet. I felt like I did an insanity workout.
And when you posted it, on your Facebook page, I'm looking, and I'm like, it don't make no sense for that place to be that packed. But then he turned it back into him. Outside. He was dripping like I never seen him like soaking wet, shirt, everything.
When I get turned, when I turn, I know it. It's like turning to the Incredible Hulk. I'm on my body. I can't even see the people no more. They all blurry from looking at my computer screen. I look out, they all blurry, but I know we having a good time. Like, I see people in the crowd, but I don't really see it. I see it as one crowd as instead of individuals, and it's like a battery charge. They all jack into me and like give me the strength that I didn't think I had to keep going.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I love that energy. I'm addicted to it. It's like crack. I'm addicted to that energy, and I wouldn't give it up for nothing in the world. You know what I mean? I love doing what I do. I tell people, first and foremost, I DJ because I love to do it. I don't DJ for the money. But if you want me to do what I love to do, I need to be compensated for that.
Absolutely.
Because I could do what I love to do in the basement.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I had to back out of a few jobs that I was really enjoying myself at because I felt unloved. You know what I'm saying? If you the business owner and I'm your DJ, I should be like your right hand on the entertainment of your spot. You should be like, if you the club owner and I'm your house DJ or I'm the best DJ you working with, you should have some type of love or something. I don't drink when I DJ, first of all. So most club owners be happy about that because you got some DJs that have a bar tab that's 50 by the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? I don't even drink. So all I'll be like, give me a pop or give me some ice water and I'm gone. Because once I leave my body, once I go into that zone, it don't touch me. Don't nothing.
That's his own high. You know what I'm saying? That's his own drunk. You know what I'm saying? Because you really into it.
It might be over with. It might be done. Yeah, it take my bill. But with that being said, man, we about to get up out of here, man. We had a great show. I want to thank Casper C for coming out.
Oh, man, my pleasure. I thank y'all, man. This is awesome.
Thank you.
Man, we had a great show. And don't forget, if you want to support the show, just get at me at Goldie Montana 2013 at yahoo.com, and you can donate to the show or give us some ideas or possibly be a guest on the show. If you want to hear your music on the show, submit it to Goldie Montana 2013 at yahoo.com, and I'll listen to it and try to get it on. One way or another, we'll get it on. What else? Oh, don't forget to follow me, DJ Goldie Montana, on Facebook. Oh, I almost forgot, man. DJ A has a special announcement for everybody. He has recently
going on
entered
Facebook
into the social media.
Shut your face, you lying.
Yeah,
DJ
man.
A now has a smartphone.
Yes,
What?
I do.
DJ
Yep,
A had
I
a flip
stepped
phone
for
years.
Then since I got this number now, I'm into the 21st
Oh,
century.
Lord.
I
Hey, look, he still got the plastic
That's
screen
how
thing
new
on
it
it.
is. That's how
I said,
fresh
DJ,
new
don't
it
don't
is.
Hey, bro, I
start
do
going
the same
crazy.
thing when I first get a phone. Don't let them hate. I'm with you.
I said,
I wanna
DJ
keep it
A,
goofy a
don't.
little bit.
Hey, I got a partner that put clear tape on the front of his phone. That wide packing tape
Yes,
on
you
the front of
gonna
every
mess the
phone.
screen up.
That's
I
crazy.
just get a case. But
It helps, right?
anyway,
But yeah,
I
man,
told
I'm
DJ, I
trying
said,
to
don't
get
get no whole bunch of apps because it's going to make your phone go slow.
Man, I
Right.
got
I turned
1,000
around
apps.
and turned back around.
I
He
got
had
a lot of
ESPN, he had this, he had that.
I got IMDb. I'm on
Big Slur,
Instagram,
Instagram, Twitter.
yeah,
Facebook.
Zed, man, I got all kind of apps on this joker now. Man.
Wow, welcome.
I tried to,
Thank you. I'm here
stair
now.
step him into the social media
I done
realm.
jump right into it, man.
And that's crazy
I done
that
jump right into
you
it.
didn't jump right into it, but it's crazy how he just got it, and Mama's 66 years old and got an Android,
everything,
and be on it. Like
right.
that's crazy.
But
Man.
anyway, I had a great time.
I had a great time too.
Me too.
Y'all want to hit me up? Love you, bruh.
You too, man. We gotta,
Y'all want to hit me up? Y'all can hit me up on Facebook, Casper C. Y'all can hit me on Instagram, Casper C on Instagram, or hit me up on Twitter, Casper C at Beat Me Please.
and he got some fire on the trackside. Trust and believe.
I got fire on the tracks, but let this be known. And just
know
like
you gonna say.
DJing, I don't lease beats. I don't rent beats. And if you calling me for $25 beats, call your boy. I don't take my DJ equipment out for less than $300, and I don't make tracks for under 3 stacks. So you need to and if y'all need any more assistance, y'all can hit up Goldie. He'll let y'all know. Or you can hit up my brother, my manager, Johnny O.
See, I take change.
I know it's time.
I used to be on the block. They be like, "You got something for 75 cents?" Yeah. You go a little kibble. You go a little bit.
But
I got something for everybody.
I can do
But
that.
look,
I can do that. Do something strange for some change, but
I
at
got
the same time,
$5,000 beats. I can say you a $50 beat. I boom bap. Hold on, I'll make it on my phone. I got something for you
right now.
I'm trapping. I ain't
hey,
letting nothing get back.
hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? Though, but you're right about that, but not me. I'll get Lil Cass to make you a beat on his phone. He'll get on his machine on his phone, Native Instruments machine on his phone to make you a quick boom bap. You give him $35, $50.
Oh man, what if he sell 30 beats at $100 as opposed to you selling one beat for $3,000?
He'll be all right. He'll be all right.
He's sitting there doing the math right now. Like,
He'll be all right. Yeah. He doing the math, but he'll be okay. I congratulate him because that's my son.
man,
But
eat.
This
This has been another
is
episode
royalties too. I know.
OGDJ's Radio. We broadcasting on
Loved it,
NoStaticRadio.com.
man.
The voice of the revolution, the
Yeah.
voice of the streets.
Every
We
Friday,
here. I'm
3 to
DJ
5.
Goldie Montana.
I'm DJ A.
I'm intern Rob.
Turn around.
Modulated.
And I'm Casper C. I was just playing y'all.
And we out of here, y'all. Y'all be